Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to more extraordinary bullshit from the mind of David Cage.
Oh goody, homeless. I wonder if that's how everyone except David Cage who worked on this game is after this game.
Ouch.
You see, the snow, it is a masterful reference to my first masterpiece, the Fahrenheit, aka Indigo Prophecy, as the American swines know it. You see, the snow...
It's fairly prohibitive. It clearly clips on the ground, and I don't see any of it gathering up. As far as I know, it's just fancy ring.
You see, the snow, it is a metaphor for the
It isn't
chaos.
a metaphor. It's a poor technical effect. Oh, and Jodie is apparently homeless.
Yeah, where exactly does this take place in the plot again? I missed it on the
The
timeline.
little DNA helix thing
Right now,
take place
right
after
now.
Hunt, so apparently we've shaken off the feds, or were
This
they
takes,
smart?
this takes place after Hunted, aka that chapter where
Oh
we were
yeah.
up of the train. It's, if I'm not mistaken, this is the latest in the timeline so far.
And actually, no, the prologue is.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the prologue. By the way, spoilers: the prologue never actually happens.
What?
What?
Then why did they show the
Wait,
prologue?
wait, what?
The prologue is that moment where we were being interviewed by that policeman right
Yes.
as soon as the game starts. Remember?
Yes.
Well, that part never comes up again. It's just there's that, and that's it. And it's
Well,
and
that
for some-
happened.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
then
that
why
happened
show it?
because emotion. Okay, check the store hours. Okay, what kind of store is this? Look at this schedule. I mean, I know it's kind of hard, but
Open... It's hard to see it. Did that say 8:30 to 4:45 a.m.?
the store is only open for 2 hours each day. What kind of store is that?
Is this around Christmas or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, even still, in Christmas, there's rush hours, and heck, that's when stores are open a heck of a lot. Unless it's on Christmas Eve.
Oh wait, she's crying. I'm guessing this is supposed to be emotional. So yeah, go on guys, be emotional.
Good God, Jodie, what's happening?
So tired.
Just tell
Well,
them what's happening.
Looking back, I kind of should have took this part before uploading it and edited it in a big we don't care phrase right on top of the screen.
Why did you call him? If you weren't going to tell him where you were and what is going on.
I
This
guess
just
that
makes it
the
funny.
I guess the
You-
evil
you-
spirits must be back.
You see, Cody, this is a big emotional moment because Jodie wants to tell him what's going on and help, but she doesn't want to get him involved.
You know what? I know I'm
did
probably
you laugh?
overusing the comparisons, but heck, Legend of Korra did this all better. Seriously.
Okay, so this is Stan. This is going to be one of the main characters of this particular chapter, and we're using Aiden to get his attention so he can help Jodie.
Huh, a homeless guy named Stan. You know, it's very funny. I can't help but think back to that South Park episode where Stan's parents hired this company
That's it.
to have this... Huh?
But that's kind of interesting because he kind of looks like an adult version of Stan if you think about it. I mean, look at the hats.
It's funny, it reminds me of that episode where his parents went behind his back and hired some guy
Homeless
to look
people
like
to
he was
basically
homeless
be kids in
and...
the future, so they wouldn't be drug use.
Yep.
Drug users or something.
I keep thinking back to much more enjoyable things while during this playthrough.
That's what David Cage does that to you. Because
I'm not
mostly,
thinking of more enjoyable things.
mostly because his plots are always come. Oh, that's it. I forgot.
One
Now
more
we're
time.
jumping. Now we're jumping forward in time within the same chapter. Because the jumping around between chapters wasn't enough. We also have to jump back and forth in the same chapter.
So he's trying to basically foreshadow a moment that we're eventually going to go through, pretty much ruining any surprise because it's lame as fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
This game!
I've never seen such obvious foreshadowing. Ever.
Oh, just wait till we get to the part with the Chinese terrorists.
Chinese terrorists?
Just wait. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Great. First Saudi Arabia terrorist and now China terrorist. Are they also going to work in a communism joke?
Well, I don't. They never specify which country it is because it's actually not China. It's a fictional country that David Cage came up for this game called Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan.
What?
I don't ask. Don't
Okay. So wait. Saudi Arabia is just fine for, having the terrorist thing, but no, he is to have a made-up country for some Chinese-looking terrorists?
Maybe Korean. Maybe that's probably because of Kim Jong-il. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like for the Koreans.
Yeah, I guess. But either way, though, awfully inconsistent.
Okay. Yeah. Now I have to pick this cup. Spoiler: if I didn't bother to pick up a cup, the game will just keep going and going and going, and it won't move on.
Should I even be surprised at this point?
It's just menial tasks. Like, I can understand dialogue choices where I have to choose a reply, like the ones I'm doing now. That I can understand. But why would you stop the cutscene just so I can press the analog stick towards a cup so I can, take it so that the cutscene can move on? What's the point?
It's not even next-gen coolness with interaction. You're literally just selecting a choice as you would in a visual novel or one of those click-and-point games.
This might as well be a good time to talk about the dialogue choices. They serve no purpose. Like, at best, you get slightly different lines, but the information you're given is pretty much the same.
I'm getting
The
deja
story
vu.
won't change.
I'm getting deja vu. I feel like you've explained this to us in previous parts.
Just tell her the truth.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing with this game. This game is always repeating the exact same shitty problems. It's causing me to be redundant. See? That's what
Should
this
we
game
just
does.
paste off commentary from previous parts and put it on this?
You know what? It might work, especially because it sounds like an upcoming part might have terrorists involved as well, so sure, why not? Does it also include an out-of-place asinine bathroom scene as well?
No. Okay, I guess I'll just explain what's going on. Okay. So basically, this guy Stan, he's a homeless guy, and he lives with 3 other homeless guys, and he's been homeless for 3 years, and that's pretty much what we know so far.
I already feel more empathy for him than I do the entire cast.
Well, Pedro did tell me that this is one of the better written chapters.
That's the interesting thing. The homeless people that Jodie meets without this chapter are the best characters in the game. They're the ones that they have actual backstories. They have they have backstories. They actually have stuff to go through and stuff. Particularly the pregnant woman. It's not much, but at least they're characters. They're not just blank slates for action sequences. That's something. So here it is. He's introducing us to the characters right now.
Alright, he drinks a little bit too much, but he's a good guy. That's Jimmy. Better to clear of him when he can't get a fix.
Okay, a drug addict. Okay, we know.
The girl? It's Tuesday. She's pregnant.
I'm going to call this. She's going to end up having the baby during some super serious moment, isn't she?
Like a fire?
Jova, you and your ability to predict David Cage cliches astounds me.
This is my first David Cage game, and I'm already managing to call everything.
It's no big deal.
Because it's so freaking predictable.
Oh my god. Stan is actually a nice guy. A nice guy that's not the main character in the David Cage game.
And he's not spontaneously swearing like a lot of these other characters have been.
Interesting, right?
A good character?
It's because I've played all of David Cage's games except for Omicron Nomad Soul, which I just bought, so I'm going to try and play that one too.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm kind of, David Cage is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine.
Well,
I see.
hopefully, has he ever had any legitimately good games? I mean,
He's only made 4 games so far, and I've played all 3 of them, and no, they're all crap. So the only one that's missing for me is Omicron Nomad Soul, his first game for the Dreamcast, and that one is apparently actually an actual game with gameplay, buying engine, all that shit.
What?
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try playing that game and see how it fares up. It's probably
It's
still
not
crap.
going to.
Maybe
It's
it
not.
might. You never know. I mean, hey, I mean, even some people can be capable of good things. I mean, heck, even, I hate to say it, Joe Quesada and Ken Penders could be good for good things.
Ken Penders can be capable of making something good. What the
That was,
fuck are you talking about?
and when I say he's capable of good things, I think it was like one of his only 1 or 2, though.
I'm sorry, but I'm laughing over here.
You know what? On second thought, I take back what I said about Joe Quesada, because I recently watched that Linkara video, which actually reveals that no, Joe Quesada was not responsible for any of the good stuff that went in Marvel.
So basically, right now, we're going to basically get a good glimpse of the homeless life for these people. So we're, again, like I said, we're at least getting a good sense of how these people are. So this is, like I said, one of the better
Jump,
in the game.
jump, 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 jump.
Oh, fuck you, Aiden.
So basically, that choice was completely meaningless.
Then why did you offer the choice?
It's just so we can have her cry and go desperate, I guess, because emotion. You know, one thing that also makes me sad about this game is how wasted Ellen Page is. Because I actually really like Ellen Page, and she's so completely wasted in this
And
game.
Willem Dafoe.
And Willem Dafoe, too, yeah. But Willem Dafoe has pretty much a small role compared to her. She's the one who's really the face of the game.
I
and
still consider it a waste.
Do you hear me? I give up.
Cool, so can we get the game over screen now?
Unfortunately, Ivan won't let us kill us.
You know what would be a cool headcanon is if she's just been playing her own game right there, and that's her reason for wanting to jump.
Want to see how things work around here?
In fact, imagine Ellen Page in this very scene, being coaxed back into continuing this in the recording studio.
Actually, it wasn't a recording studio. Well, technically, yeah.
Oh,
it is.
okay. I think I know what you're talking about. This,
It didn't just voice act the character, the models. No, every single thing you're seeing is fully motion captured by the actors themselves. So it's
a shame they can't do it as good as L.A. Noire did, though.
that's the thing about David Cage. David Cage is just even when it comes to the polygons that he loves so much, even that he's still not the best.
So basically, he talks a big game, but he can't be bothered to really give it all.
About $5.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because seriously, L.A. Noire, that game, there was a lot of money put into it, but yeah, they have actually full-out body rolls and motions and everything. Complete down to the emotions.
Okay, so basically what we're doing here is we gotta get some money, so we gotta get $5 so we... As Stan is saying right now, it depends on people's good grace, all that shit.
Cold, hungry, starving.
Hold on till we get some cash.
I remember playing a Flash game in which we were basically a hobo who had $1 million inheritance and had to stop a children's hospital from getting it. That is more exciting than this.
Anything is more exciting than this.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna Jodie's gonna try getting somebody at other place because it makes no sense for both of them to be in the same place. But they'll cover more ground if they're in different places. So yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, for the sake of getting this already long chapter done with, I'm going to get money the quickest way possible. Basically, I can get money in 3 ways. I can actually not 3 ways.
Can
2
I
ways.
take a guess at what they're going to be? It's
Stealing.
pickpocketing. It's going to be pickpocketing. Either she impresses people with magic, or just sits around.
Burgers sound good, but
Neither.
what's pizza?
You can either prostitute yourself, To a
Prostitute?
pervert. Yes, you can prostitute yourself to a pervert, but then eventually when we get to the actual moment, she chickens out and kicks him in the balls.
So she doesn't get money from that.
No. We can play the guitar because if we go
What
further
guitar?
enough, there's a hobo in the street
Oh.
with a guitar,
Oh,
and,
yes.
and we can play the guitar and play a song until so people will give us money. This is supposed to be a reference to Ellen Page's talent as a guitar
Oh.
player because she plays guitar.
Oh, that
So-
was just... That... Dick. Seriously. She
Aiden.
just says, Aiden, we don't steal. Oh, wait, never mind, I'll take it.
Yeah,
She
pretty
just,
much.
she just tried to commit suicide. I don't think she's in the proper mental state to actually say no to $5.
Situations like this can make people do really stupid things.
Yeah.
Steal. So yeah, the third way, of course, is to steal the ATM, and so it's the fastest one. So I went straight for the ATM, so we can just get this done with.
Wait, but isn't there technically only two ways since, like, the prostitution route doesn't get you anything?
I know, but I wanted to mention the prostitution thing because
It's
just
stupid.
because I want to cover because I went for the quickest route, but I wanted people to at least get an idea of what other options you have.
Seriously, prostitution!
I don't care.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the man involved is portrayed to be a pig, because all men are pigs, of course.
I don't like that. I do not like that stereotype either.
Guys, Stan
It
is
only
going to
makes it worse.
guys. Stan is going to the supermarket to get food. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything?
Because this is Cage World, and in Cage World, 90% of the world population is evil for no reason other than just being evil. Okay, so what's happening exactly?
Go in there and save them.
So what's happening here exactly? These 5 assholes have a baseball bat, and they like to film themselves beating the crap out of homeless people. I'm guessing that's a new thing with vandals, is it?
Reminds me of two idiots at this rival high school of my old high school who apparently YouTube themselves harassing the bus driver attendant.
Okay, okay. Why would... That's a stupid thing to do. You're creating video evidence of your own crime. That's just...
They're stupid. They're teens. I mean, really.
It actually does happen in real life, but even still, in this game, it comes out of nowhere, so it's amplifying the stupidity.
Okay, so as we all know,
It actually
Jodie
happened
has...
very recently, about an hour from where I live.
Okay, so as we all know, Jodie is a CIA operative, so she knows how to fight, so we're gonna kick these guys' asses.
I thought she was going to use Aiden to attack them.
I'm guessing David Cage wants to show off how badass Ellen Page is.
Oh, this is so Arkham City now.
Why couldn't we have played it like Arkham City then? You know,
Why couldn't we have played Arkham?
Because Arkham City is yet to be recorded, and we have to do Arkham Asylum first.
No, Jodie, you did not learn to fight in the army. You learned how to fight in the CIA.
Oh, gee, David Cage, did you just realize that the CIA is not the Army and that, that training montage was really meant for the Army? And even still, by Army standards, it was a bit asinine?
I get the feeling Cage, as far as Cage is concerned, the army, the CIA, it's all the same thing.
Well, he'd be dead wrong. And, well, that happened. So,
Yeah.
now what?
Now we're gonna eat.
jump, jump, jump.
Let me guess. She's not gonna jump.
Corey, it's useless. Mr. Cage's wild ride will never stop.
Ooh, food!
Get me off.
I mean,
Okay,
never
okay.
mind the fact I was about to jump, but hey, if somebody says food, I guess I can just have a few more meals.
Now we're gonna sit
I'll
down and
jump in
talk.
5 minutes, food's ready.
That's how they get you addicted to life. It's always just one more meal. It's always just one more roll of the dice, and then sooner or later, you find that 50 years have passed.
Now learn about the backstories of everybody here, so yeah.
Oh, cool.
seen it. There were 4 guys.
It was just like Arkham City.
Go get yourself some ass.
When is your baby due?
Next month. She
Next
hasn't been
month.
taken for days.
Oh crap.
I hope she's alright.
Boyfriend used to beat her up.
You didn't want a baby. You probably would have killed her.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you okay?
I'm cold.
He's a drug addict. What do you think?
Cold.
That's it.
Alright, let's see. Pretty much.
Walter, how did you end up here?
I was a high school teacher. Till I stopped being able to pay back the loans. Lost my house, my job, all my friends. Ended up
Okay, I don't get this. Okay, you lost your house and your job. Okay, I get that. But you lost your friends too. So you lost your house and your job, and your friends were all like, "Oh, you lost your house and your job? Well,
And how is he all of a sudden not able to pay the loans back? What, did taxes raise, or did he miss a salary or something? I mean, you can't just all of a sudden not be able to pay your loans unless, you know, something
No, this is-
happens. I know I'm
He must have
nitpicking.
really bad friends if they didn't try to help him. I
this
mean,
is
Yeah.
They got me one.
this is one of those moments that really adds to my theory that David Cage is a rich kid who didn't have a normal childhood, and he has no idea how the real world works.
Why do I also get the thing that this is his interpretation of how my country works too?
things that I'm not proud of.
It is.
This is his interpretation of commoners.
This is his interpretation of how homeless life is, I guess.
This is gonna sound really strange.
Guess he's never heard of Holmes.
This made my whole life fucking.
Here comes the big reveal. Let's see how hard they laugh at her.
What way?
Actually, no, I chose the enigmatic.
Aw, what happens if you do the sincere route?
I was born with a gift.
Well, I'm trying to at least, because it makes more sense for me to her be enigmatic here.
Oh,
I
come
mean, why-
on, really? You're trying to think with sense in this game? Come on, just go for the most silly route at this point.
Well, somebody has to.
Come on, where's... Besides, you don't always think with the fullest of sense in video games. That makes it dull. Heck, that's why I go with some of the most outrageous
I'm
things
sorry,
in
I
Ace
guess
Attorney.
Well, I'm sorry, Joe, but I guess I've been playing too much Walking Dead.
Walking Dead makes you think with sense even?
Yes, The Walking Dead makes you think with sense because how else are you gonna get people to hate you? To
No,
like,
apparently she has a drug problem.
What? Where did... Oh, you know what? Probably just happened somewhere else in the timeline.
Yes, hey guys, guess what?
what?
And
What?
Jodie is now, as if it wasn't enough, now we
Give me your hands.
previous, because apparently Ivan can do that too. Ivan can just do whatever the plot requires.
Let's see, he can heal, rip off Ghost Trick. I'm almost surprised he can't go back in time to save people like Ghost Trick.
Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, that's... How do you know? All you saw was just, okay, he's there. You're not a doctor. You don't know just because he's
Bullshit.
there a lot.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay, let's heal Jimmy, because...
No,
apparently-
no, you are not going to do this. I'm sorry, David Cage. If you do this, you are crossing the line, and oh my god, you actually did it. She's going to cure him of his addiction with Aiden.
Yep.
How's she going to
No.
explain this? I mean, seriously, is she just going to say it? Or...
Okay, no, I'm sorry. David Cage said he wants realism in video games. I refuse to believe that there will, just like that, be some magic touch that takes away drug addiction. It's
You see,
like,
Joe,
hey
what-
kids, you can have cigarettes or, get addicted to all that crack and stuff. All you need is just a ghost friend that will cure you lickety-split. I
This is like the
facepalm at
shittiest
this.
move
I
in live
fucking
action.
facepalm.
You see, guys. You see, guys. It's magic. We don't have to explain it. It doesn't
Joe
have to make
Casada!
Joe
I
was
don't
pissed.
care if it's magic. You have to explain it. Make
It was that very phrase.
something.
No,
so that
I'm
we
sorry.
Can
It was
predict
the "It's magic, we don't have to explain it" phrase, which defended the very comic where Spider-Man made a deal with the devil to get some magical divorce to bring back his aunt in some Oedipus Rex complex.
Okay, notice that person right next to Stan? That's his wife. That's the ghost of his dead wife. So we're gonna learn about his backstory of the dead wife, and
Why can't we just talk to him about it?
we're actually going to learn about another one of Stan's powers.
Instead, we're just invading his privacy just like that.
Turns out Aiden can put souls into Jodie's body so that they can possess Jodie and talk through her.
Spirit channeling anyone?
Yeah,
Her eyes look weird. I'm
guessing that's supposed to be creepy.
Nah, I think it's supposed to be touching.
It is me, my love. I never left.
This is so much flavor. This is bullshit.
It breaks my heart.
And he doesn't assume that she's just bonkers? Or just trying to cheer him up?
I don't
I'm
know.
guessing-
When your
I'm
eyes
guessing-
go like that and it's just blank whites, you
Well,
just
as
assume
we
that
just
anything
listed-
can happen.
Well,
She may be
as-
possessed by demons. She may be possessed by God knows what.
Well, to be fair,
This
she
would have
did
made
know.
for an interesting story. But no, it's just bullshit.
Alright, what do you have to say, Pedro?
Well, to be fair, she did say, "Oh, it's been 5 years, my love." So obviously, Jodie wouldn't know that unless something was up. And she's also talking in her voice, so obviously that also means something. I mean, being her.
I know, but still.
Ventriloquism and a lucky guess. Besides, plenty of people can imitate voices. Mel Blanc, for one.
I know, but still, it's so much bullshit.
I'm sorry, I'm just still steaming at the fact that Jodie, just like that, cured drug addiction. With a single
It's a
touch,
like
because of a ghost
Apparently-
friend.
See, a goddamn miracle. They even say it. It's a miracle. A goddamn miracle.
No,
See,
it's not a miracle, it's a plot contrivance. A miracle is something that's actually somewhat legitimate, or at least makes sense in the context.
this is just
I
a plot
haven't,
device.
I haven't seen such an unsubtle Jesus metaphor since the Matrix trilogy.
I was just about to make that. Except,
Don't worry, you can make
Maybe
the
I'm
Inception
simple.
joke.
What are you talking about? Inception doesn't have Jesus metaphors.
Inception is pretty much like Matrix, so people tend to think so.
What are you talking about? Inception is not at all like the Matrix. Fine. Okay.
Tuesday?
No, seriously, haven't you heard? Because Inception, takes place in dreams and whatnot, it's a-okay to compare it to Matrix.
Okay, if you go by that route, like, I'm guessing it's because of the whole "your world is not real" thing. Well, The Matrix wasn't the first movie to have a concept of the world not being real.
Oh,
So-
look, she's having the baby. What
Let
a
me guess.
shock.
She's going to use Aiden to help with this.
Guys, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen?
get
We're
what
going to-
now?
We're going to deliver this baby!
Alright, Jimmy.
Guys?
This old abandoned building.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't leave me alone!
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
I
just
was
shocked, we're...
I'm sorry. I was just booting up my copy of Shovel Knight because I may be done with this.
We have enough to get back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's quite astonishing. Shovel Knight, a game made of pixels, knows what to do with its everything than David Cage ever could do with his polygons.
Okay, so she's gonna have the baby, so we're going to have to...
Sonic
buy-
06 knows what to do better as a game than Beyond Two Souls, so
Yep.
it's not saying much.
Hey,
Yes,
Okay, so-
I just went there.
I know. I was just giving praise to Shovel Knight. Heck, I'm gonna give praise to Shovel Knight whenever possible because that game is awesome.
Doctor?
No. Besides, we don't have any money to pay for it anyway.
So what are we gonna do?
Okay, so we're gonna have to get some stuff, so we're gonna have to steal it from the supermarket.
Apparently, David Cage has never heard of community hospitals either.
I want it to be
Yep.
warm
There's no such thing as... What are you talking about? Community hospitals? What are you talking about, Joe? There's no such thing as that.
So what's your
Maybe not in where David Cage comes from, but I know for certain my
I'm
country
pretty
has community
sure-
hospitals for
I'm
just the
pretty
sort of people
sure
who
there's
can't
community
pay for
hospitals.
higher hospitals.
Apparently,
but,
we're raiding the supermarket for
Joe,
stuff.
I love how the name of the supermarket. Supermarket. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but supermarkets usually have a name, like the name of the brand of the company responsible for the supermarket. Just saying.
Supermarket.
Something tells me that no company wanted their names in this.
Reminds me of Deadly Premonition, where we have a can of pickles, where the pickles brand pickles, and we also have police brand cigarettes. Get it? Because the main character is a police guy. Except Deadly Premonition was played for laughs. This is.
This is supposed to be serious.
Just open the doors already.
Well, apparently they're
I can't. I have to turn off the alarm first.
I guess that's actually smart.
Even if it
That's
doesn't
the
make
thing.
sense.
If you don't turn off the alarm starts ringing as soon as you enter.
And then
And
what?
because of that, it doesn't actually change anything. But
Then why didn't you just
but,
go
but,
in?
because I
Now time to explain.
want to at least because I wanted
We need to get out of here.
to explain that. You know, again, illustrating how the choices in this game
Don't matter.
are meaningless.
And, okay, do I at least get a choice of what stuff we pick from the supermarket, like
No,
like
he
Survivor?
does it all
No, we
for
don't.
us.
Get the hell out of here.
Fuck this game.
Hurry! Our water broke! Get into the building I told you about? Yeah, Walter's there with you. Come on, Walter,
Okay,
hurry!
fine.
Why aren't you running?
Run! Is there a sprint button or something?
It's interesting you mentioned that. It's interesting you mentioned that because Indigo Prophecy, aka the first game of the Sadness trilogy, that game had a run button. Why can't this game have a run button? Hell, even Heavy Rain had a run button. Ugh. Move your ass, Jodie. God. Don't bother running or anything. It's not like there's a baby about to be born or anything.
It's not like
They
this is a
apparently had
total
to
of
move her to a
emergency.
completely different building because they don't want the baby born in a garbage can.
And, I mean, to
You
be
know,
fair,
you know.
Oh, and this is better?
Is this a thing in America? Are there a lot of abandoned buildings right there for
Condemned
homeless
there
people?
are,
Just
and Condemned is a far better game.
Maybe if you were in some place like Gotham City.
okay, guys.
Okay. Maybe with Chicago, but even still, there are homes and community hospitals, so we wouldn't really be at this point, and this is completely unrealistic. Home births may happen, but even still, the homeless guy needs to be something of a licensed doctor, and heck, even still, you'd have to go into what materials need to be around for this sort of stuff.
Okay, so Tuesday just told us, I get out, all of you. I just want Jodie. So I guess it's up to us.
Wait, her name is Tuesday?
You know that I
Yeah,
her name's
like
Tuesday.
this before.
So I'm guessing her daughter will
And
be called
today is
Wednesday.
Tuesday. Wait, so her name's Tuesday, and today's Tuesday.
Yep.
That means absolutely nothing but heck with it. Conspiracy.
Figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. I mean, how hard can it be?
Yeah, how hard can it be? It's just child labor.
Okay,
How hard
look,
can it
woman,
be?
I know you're
Yeah.
into modesty, but I think it might have been better to have the adult men be doing this rather than the preteen girl who has had jack-all experience.
We'll figure this out. How
Oh,
hard can it be? It's just a birth. Ah, goddamn it. You guys just don't understand. This is incredibly emotional. It is the miracle.
I'll just clean up
No,
this whole
this is
damn-
disturbing, and this is disturbing, and
This
unsettling,
is what
and
this is absolutely emotional and incredibly
Okay, you can do it.
affecting. It is brilliant. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is push.
Riveting.
Sure.
Delivering a child.
That's
yes,
right.
you scream a lot, so that's how you give birth.
You see, it's the next step, guys. In every reign, we have to change a baby's diaper. Now in Beyond, we have to deliver the baby. You see? It's all a big part. It's all part of the plan, as the Joker would say.
I am breathing. I'm fucking breathing.
And I apparently have enough breath in me to swear.
Jodie, maybe do something? Just saying, all you're doing is just talking. Granted, I don't know how child laboring works, but still, I'm pretty sure it's not this.
It is
You're
not
serious.
this.
Wow, this is the easiest birth ever.
And the cleanest, too.
Yeah.
I know, it's like... That baby is not supposed to be as clean as it is.
Not to mention, you don't just reach in and pull. You actually have to... Okay, you sort of do pull, but it's sort of the light thing where you have to go by the head.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, great.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I failed that first button prompt. Sorry about that, guys. Ugh.
It's not...
So, okay, so here's my question. Where's the placenta? Did
It's
it just
still
vanish?
in her, apparently. They're going to have to take it out.
That baby's head is very disproportionate to its body.
Yep. And considering how you have to pull on the head to get it out, with that sort of head,
Well, you have to... Well, to be fair, there's no way they could have motion captured the baby.
That's true.
okay, now let's take the placenta out.
I'm sorry, Jova, but this is Cage World. And in Cage World, babies don't have placentas, apparently.
The umbilical cord had to be cut. What? It's just gone like that?
Yep. Because that's how babies work, right?
That's right, ladies. Even for you in the real world, delivering a baby will be this easy.
It'll be painful, but it'll last a couple of minutes.
And this is the part where the game gets really hammy. Here it is.
She's more than amazing.
She's beautiful.
She's magnificent.
Oh, good. I
That
didn't.
didn't
Oh, well, close enough.
But you let them out of the room!
Oh, hi, Jodie. And Jodie. Yeah, she just delivered my baby. That's it.
You're a miracle, Jodie. I want me.
Well, at least they bothered to develop this scenario. I mean, at least we actually know these people now.
I will give Cage this one. I guess the reason it gets hammy is because people do get a lot of emotional in these sort of times. And, you know, the birth of a baby can be very uplifting. So, yeah, I'll give him 1 point for that. However, I'm also going to be filing a heavy deduction for everything else. So, yeah, he's still in the negatives for me.
So yeah, that happened.
I wonder if this one chapter is the whole reason this game got a 70 on Metacritic.
Oh, well,
I
stand
know.
and
The
fire.
building is burning for some unforeseeable reason.
Not
I mean,
unforeseeable, they
outright
showed it to
thing,
us a
yeah?
few minutes ago.
Allow me to explain, because we're not gonna get an explanation in this particular playthrough. Basically, what happens is if I manage, but now the final part of this chapter is me trying to get everybody out of the building. So if I manage to get everyone out of the building, including myself, safely, the same guys who beat up Stan come back, and it turns out it was them who started this fire.
So let me get
for
this straight.
revenge.
So wait, so you have to like fail the mission in order to find out who did it?
No, I have to succeed at the mission to find out who did this.
And you're
So,
failing
I
at
guess-
the mission because it's the quickest way without...
Exactly. And because there's also the fact that managing to get Jodie out of the building is kind of difficult because the quick time events, they're kind of hard to tell where you're supposed to click.
I think I've gotten the gist of this. Pretty much the only reward for doing things correctly is that you actually get some goddamn explanation in the story. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
just look up on GameFAQs so that you find out how stuff happened.
That's pretty much how this works. Get some story or less story.
Unbelievable. I have
So
never
do you actually save everyone, or do you deliberately fail?
I'm going to save everyone except myself.
Wait, you can save yourself?
Yes. I'm going to
But
save
you can't
everyone,
really-
but then Jodie falls unconscious and Stan goes back in to save her.
So let me guess. Either way, she ends up passing out.
Yep. Either
How
way she ends up...
how does she end up passing out in the way that she succeeds, then?
Because the five guys who were shooting, filming themselves beating up Stan, they appear and they hit Jodie from the back of her head and she gets knocked out.
And they just leave her there?
Pretty much, yeah. And Stan is the one who has to... And actually, they didn't have to call an ambulance because there's already an ambulance in the way because of the fire. So.
Huh, how about that? So yeah, they just hit her on the head and that's it. I know I don't like, stories that personify the human race as assholes, but I sort of have to raise an eyebrow at people who would just bonk her on the head and just leave like that.
That's the thing about David Cage's writing. 90% of everybody in Cage World is an asshole.
And an inconsistent one, though, because seriously, these guys are gonna, YouTube themselves beating up a homeless guy, and yet all they're gonna do as revenge against the girl who gave them a beating is just bop her on the head?
Yeah, it's a classic trick done by lazy writers. How do I make people care about my main character? Simply, I make everybody else an asshole.
It's an easy way out.
Yeah. This is the most not exciting fire escape ever.
Tell me about it.
Come on, even this game's action scenes are flaccid and boring. Come on, you couldn't have made a fire any more exciting?
Yes, it's because that's the problem with David Cage. Even as a director, he sucks balls because the action scenes are directed without any kind of flair. Like, it's just slow and plodding. There's no fluidity to any of all at all. It's just this happens, now this happens, now this happens. It's so mechanical.
I'd actually prefer it if Michael Bay did this.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Michael Bay,
Because
for
at least-
as many stupid things as he does, he definitely knows his action scenes.
Well,
At least he knows how film actually works, because he actually directed several films. They may be of questionable quality, but still, they're films.
You hit the nail on the
This
head.
game's a one.
Yep.
Well, it also depends on what Michael Bay movie you're specifically talking about. If it's a movie like Bad Boys 2 or the recent Transformers Age of Extinction, those games have that really good action sequences. But if you take a look at the Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen, the action in Revenge of the Fallen is shot with such
It's
extreme
Revenge of the
close-up.
Fallen. Even people who... Look, I like the Transformers film, but even I know the code. Revenge of the Fallen is pretty much the black sheep of everything that is Transformers. It's gonna stay there down in the pit with the Transformers episode bot.
Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I'm supposed to jump over this couch. So I click up, right? That would be the natural direction, but instead I fail.
So how would you succeed? By going out the window?
Every time I get to this part, I always switch to easy mode so that the game tells me where I'm supposed to click, because it makes no sense. Sometimes I have to click... Turns out I have to click right at that couch part.
What?
That makes no sense. That's not a problem that this game has sometimes with the action sequences. It's very unclear where you're supposed to click.
I know, and then still, your choices don't matter, so what's the entire point anyway?
See, there you go. I lost consciousness, so Stan saves me. That's pretty much it. Instead of getting knocked in the head, I lost consciousness because of the fire.
But who did start the fire anyway?
So I end up going to the hospital.
Apparently the
either way.
same guys who were beating up Stan earlier and filming it.
Oh.
But again, for as bad as the chapter still is in the grand scheme of things, I will at least give it credit for the fact that I actually got to know these people more than the others. So,
Yeah, only one I really liked were Stan and Walter. Maybe a bit of
What?
Tuesday, but Jimmy, oh god. I'm sorry,
Let me
whenever I
guess,
think back to
because-
Jimmy, I'm just gonna think back to that bullshit moment of her managing to just cure his drug addiction.
So she's going to the hospital, right?
yes.
Let me guess, because she's young as well as homeless, they're going to help her out with that.
We're gonna see it in a bit. Just wait.
But purely based on the fact that she's young.
Well, in here, in this particular scene, she's 21, I think. I think this is 21 LPH, 21-year-old.
I think, yeah, please, can the game end here?
You have to remember that.
just leave it.
You have to remember that there's Ellen Page years, and then there's... Oh, right, I forgot about this. Okay, you guys might be wondering what the fuck is going on right now. I have no idea. I'm guessing...
It's like the opening anime cutscene in the PS2
I
version
know
of...
I recorded this. I actually played all the scenarios. I have the platinum trophy for this game. I'm supposed to be the one here explaining what the fuck is going on, but I'm sorry. I'm shit out of luck on this part. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Oh, going for her memories.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, hi, Ryan.
Yeah.
Bye, Ryan.
From the depths of the other side.
Are you
David,
controlling this, or is this just...
I am. I can use the analog stick to move around.
Sorry.
What the... Is this what happens when you're unconscious? You're just doing acid? Like... What the fuck is going on? No! No, Jodie! Don't run towards the light!
Run towards the light, the game will be over.
Whoa, and the light just took us and...
Doctor
speed
Who
rushed
suddenly.
us?
And black.
So yeah, that happened.
Well, I guess that's the end of the commentary. Thank you all for enjoying our commentary, and... Oh...
Joe, we're not done. Oh look! Oh look! Turns out they have a TV in the afterlife. Okay, let's see what's on.
Yeah. Is it like toad?
Oh my god! Another birth? We just got them delivering a baby.
Calling it now, it's gonna be her real mother, isn't it? And that's...
It is. This is supposed to be foreshadowing towards the final plot twist at the end.
So, what, was she a surrogate mother, or did she just...
No, this is her real birth mother. This
Yeah, I
is
get
the
that,
real-
but I was wondering if she was like a mother who just decided to give up her kid, or...
She was, well, they're gonna reveal that later on. Should I just say right now?
Nah, let's actually save that one so I can call it out.
Okay, so yeah, that channel is... That show's stupid. Let's see what's on the other channel.
Yeah.
More
Please
interesting
Comedy Central,
cartoons?
please Comedy Central, please Comedy Central, and...
What the
No, it looks like...
fuck is going on?
What is this? Where am I?
Okay, David, pick a plot and stick with it. What the fuck?
I don't even know anymore.
Was she just trying to do Highlander there?
I
don't
have
know.
no idea. I honestly, I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm supposed to, and now, okay, okay. What is this thing? This is the
Is that
invisible. This is the invisible cord that's connecting both Aiden and Jodie. Only Jodie can see it.
I don't want to go back. I want to stay with you, Aiden.
So, yeah. I have no words. Jova,
Yeah?
you say something. I'm speechless right now.
You know that... I got something. You know that black screen reminds me of the fact that I'm having trouble recording Shovel Knight. There, that's
Okay,
what I have to
I
say.
see.
Your turn, Shiroy.
Okay, wait. I actually got something to ask you, Jova.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of a casual fan of Transformers, and by that I mean a casual fan of the '80s cartoon because that's the one I grew up with. If I'm not mistaken, I
Is
mean,
she dead?
if you're a huge fan of Transformers,
Yes.
Jova, I'm guessing.
Who's dead
By that I mean,
be over.
I'm guessing by fan you mean you watch Transformers Prime.
Well, I'm really gotten into Transformers, and the first show I watched all the way through was Transformers Prime, then Transformers Animated, and now I'm marathoning the Gen 1 cartoon, but yes, I'm really into Transformers.
And the '86 movie, you seen that one?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the way I got into Transformers was actually thanks to the first Michael Bay film.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yes, anyway, what were you asking me about Transformers?
That's really interesting because every single Transformers purist that I know hates the base movies because they're completely.
Go.
Anyway, well, not everyone. So what did you want to ask me originally?
Well, Jodie, let me just say, Jodie just escaped because these CIA guys wanted to capture her, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
That's weird. This is a room. She should be here. Shit.
Okay, so now you can... Okay, Jova, now you can talk about how the commentary is over, because we're gonna end just about now.
I was trying to say it as in the way the game would end, but unfortunately the game saw fit to just dash my hopes.